Greetings. Welcome to day 6 of this week on Dump Dinners. It's been an interesting week, to be sure. I'm out here in the carport this morning, waiting on cats who've been getting fed, getting ready for work. I've completed 5 days, 5 pretty successful days. And now we have 2 days left. 2 meals. Today's meal should be interesting, if not as weird as some of our previous ones. But considering what the title is going to be versus what the reality of it is in terms of what it's going to look like, might seem a little weird. But this is one of those types of dinners I think might really put into play the sort of expectations of what a dump dinner is. Because I'll be honest, yesterday's I did not expect to see a cheeseburger slider recipe in here. So we'll see what today's recipe does, and if it's good as all the other ones. Linus would say hi, except he's too busy drinking water right now. It has been quite hot these last few days, in the middle of a heat wave. And of course now he's getting his breakfast. Cheeto says it's time for dinner. I caught him looking away, but you'll probably hear him now. Today's dinner, the second to last dinner, the penultimate dinner, I believe is what you call it. We have Skillet Lasagna. And lasagna is kind of a loose term, as we are using chickpea penne as our noodle base. We will be having, of course, more Beyond Meat. We've got this Aldi brand 3-cheese pasta sauce, ricotta cheese, Italian dressing and seasoning mix, and then mozzarella shredded cheese as our ingredients. Water is also needed. And then, of course, on the sides, something fairly basic, a vegetable bacon saute. Now, bacon, of course, we're substituting these bacon pieces, not real, for actual bacon, so it's not going to be exactly the same. We're going to use the second half of that packet of the onion soup and steamed mixed vegetables. Should be fairly simple on that part. But the prep is pretty basic in terms of how we start. We're going to have to get this cooked first, and we're going to get it seasoned just like what we did a few days ago when we did the Mexican pizza. So we'll start with that. Alright, cooked and seasoned the meat, or at least plant-based meat, with the Italian packet. Broke it up, stirred it, and when it was ready, we put in, now I put in about 14 ounces instead of the 16 ounces of water and noodles, because of the fact that the sauce that I have is about 4 ounces less, so you need to have a little bit less in correlation to everything. I didn't do a whole pound of this meat either, because the whole pound would have been something to the tune of, a full set, which, we don't need to have again because of the sauce. So a little bit less, just a little bit less than according to what they're asking for. So I'm waiting for this to boil, then I will reduce the heat to a medium low, and then we'll cover it, cook it for 10 minutes, so that way this pasta can be tenderized. And then we'll be pretty close to finishing. I'll probably go ahead and start working on the vegetables once that happens. Alright, update. Vegetables, soup mix, bacon pieces are all added. Added just a scotch of water just to kind of get a little bit going there, because I think it assumed that bacon grease was going to be in there to kind of help with that, so I did just a scotch of water. That should be good pretty soon. This, we're at, I think, about the 6-minute mark right now, so we'll let that sit for about 4 more minutes. We got 10 minutes on that. Then what's going to happen is we're going to take this whole thing, 24 ounces, put that in there. We're going to get about, I think it was half a cup of this in there, and then about a cup of this. I'm going to kind of do rough estimate on that because I do it by what I see is necessary. And then we'll stir that in, and that's pretty much going to be it. Alright, that is done. And we've added the cheeses and the sauce, and looks like it's about ready to go. So we'll plate this up, see how it is. Oh? Yeah, it looks kind of weird for the lasagna portion. It does have the consistency of it, but because all the cheese was mixed in, it doesn't kind of quite look like it. But all that truly matters is what it's going to taste like. Let's start with the veg first. See how this is, the way it was cooked. Very flavorful. Very crunchy still too, which is not what I'm used to, since we don't usually do frozen too often, but I know that's how frozen usually is. So that's good. Now let's try this lasagna, skillet lasagna. It's a little stringy. Pretty good. Good flavor to it. So looks like we got another winner today. One more day. Will that one be the one that disappoints? Doubt it.